Hey, Exploding Espresso fans, Mike here. I'm back. All right, we are at Overland Addict in NIXA, Missouri. We just talked to Mike from Twain Trailers, and we thought while we're in Chad's store that we would talk to him as well. So, Chad, you mentioned a little bit ago that you started this in about 2019.
Correct.
Okay, so what drive you to start an Overland store?
Well, it all started with me buying a Jeep. So bought my Jeep in 2000, just right before I opened the store, I guess, maybe a couple months before that. And really didn't have any intentions of overlanding. I thought the Jeep would be just a fun summer car to take the top off and just, you know, hit the road with the top off in the summer. And then, so I did that and got on YouTube and started exploring like mods for Jeeps because that's just what I do. I can't leave anything stock, it seems like. So, you know, it wasn't too long, and one of the videos that came up in the YouTube feed was about overlanding. Yeah. And I was like, what is this overlanding thing? I'd never heard of that. So down the rabbit hole I went, and, you know, a month or two later, I was outfitting my Jeep for overlanding and camping and all that good stuff, and just kind of fell in love with the hobby, you know, as we all do. Yeah. And that's how it all got started.
So what do you carry in the store as far as what's popular? What are people coming in looking for when they come to see you? Yeah,
so we get a wide array of people with different experience levels. Some people that were like me that had never heard of overlanding, they just now heard about it from their friend that's doing it, all the way up to guys that they'll roll in the parking lot with fully kitted out vehicles and they just want to add a little bit here and there. So we try to carry things that would benefit anyone in their journey, you know, of overlanding. So, you know, rooftop tents, awnings, obviously, of course, those are really popular items for us. Overlanders, storage boxes, you know, camp kitchen stuff like scottles and the new iCamper Disco that's out, you know, fire pits, camp chairs, sleeping bags, blankets for the winter, fridges, anything you can really think of, we try to carry. You know, here in the store, we have a limited amount of space that we can display and showcase and keep inventory. We got a 4,500 square foot showroom, which we also do installs in. So it's hard to have everything in here, but we try to have some of the more popular items that people are looking for.
So what are some of the brands that you carry here? So if I'm going online, I'm looking for a specific brand. I mean, what is some of that stuff that you carry?
Yeah, that's a good question because we focus only on what we consider premium top tier products. We don't carry any, you know, quote unquote budget items on our online store or in our retail shop especially. And the reason for that, we just made a conscious decision when we started this company that we wanted to offer the best because you're going to be out in remote locations and we don't want your gear to fail you on your trips. So, you know, all the things we offer are going to have a price tag with them, and they are going to be a little more expensive than some of the stuff you might find, but you know, it's going to be really good, high quality stuff. So just wanted to put that out there right out of the gate. Sure. So brands like Zargus, you know, iCamper, National Luna, you know, these are all different types of products, but these are all top tier, really high end, high end brands. You know, Factor 55 for recovery, Darchi sells a lot of stuff. They sell rooftop tents and awnings and a lot of things like that. So, you know, those are some of the brands that we carry, but you know, we have hundreds of brands.
Okay, so I noticed when I walked in the door, one of the first things that I saw was this vehicle sitting in over here. It's all set up for overlanding.
Correct.
And what tent did you decide to put on top of this one?
So this is an iCamper. We mentioned iCamper before. One of the best high quality, you know, rooftop tents in the market. So this is their brand new BDV Duo. Okay. So this is iCamper came on the market with their first rooftop tent. It was revolutionary. It was a hard shell that opened up to the sleeping footprint of a soft shell, essentially, is kind of what they did, and revolutionized the market in the industry. This is their latest tent, and this is a clamshell style tent. So this is the first clamshell that iCamper has made. So we got one of the first ones in the States, and we put it on our vehicle. All
right, very cool. And I noticed there's a solar panel on top as well.
Correct.
So what are you running with the solar panel?
That is a 100 watt Zamp Obsidian solar panel. Okay. So Zamp is another, again, high quality solar brand, made in the US in Bend, Oregon. So that's what we have up there we're running. Okay. Awning is from a country called Big Country 4x4. They're out of South Africa. Okay. This is one of the premier brands that we carry in the shop. It's one of the most rugged pieces of gear that we actually offer. The canvas is so thick on it, it's just really overbuilt, and it's just a really, really great awning. Yeah, the lights is something custom that I did. The awning will come with a light strip that you can kind of put in one of the arms, but I wanted to do something a little special, and I wanted lights in all the arms, so I just built my own kind of custom solution. These are LED strips that I just got off Amazon. They're called neon LED because they kind of look like neon, and you can bend the strips any way you want to. And I just kind of put them in the arms and soldered them all together. And yeah, it was my latest project I did.
That's really cool. Yeah. So this is kind of like a 180-degree.
This is a 270.
270.
Yeah, starts over here and goes all the way around to the back.
Okay, all right. I like that for getting underneath, you know, the rain and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. And this awning, you know, you can buy an optional wall kit, so you can completely enclose it if you want to and stay out of the elements.
Oh wow!
I don't have it on here. I don't use the wall kit that often personally, but they do offer them.
Okay.
But yeah, so the drawer system here, again, another big country 4x4 product.
Okay.
These drawers are really, really nice. Some of the nicest drawers you can get on the market. I had some other ones in here before, and these actually have more room in there while not being as tall and taking up as much space in the truck. So they've done really well with those drawers. Yeah, hot tap here. This is one of the few products on the truck I'm looking at now that we don't actually sell. That's a Julka brand, and Julka does not have dealers, so they're only direct to consumer.
Oh, okay, all right.
But as soon as they allow dealers, we will have them because it's a really nice product.
Okay.
Yeah, the awning we talked about, the roof rack, again, another big country 4x4 product. They make one of the best roof racks that you can buy. It's fully welded, so it's not modular, meaning that all the slats in it are welded. So it's a very, very solid frame. You'll never get any rattling, any of the bolts working loose like you would in a modular roof rack.
Right.
Sell any kind of gear that you would need for overlanding, but we also do installs, vehicle builds. We're limited a little bit on what we can do right now. But when this video comes out, I don't know when it'll come out, we may have the capability to do full builds all the way up, including suspensions and wheels and tires and things like that. We're getting ready to get a lift in the shop, so we'll be able to do a lot more.
Right. All right, guys, if you're in the area, in Ozark, somewhere in Missouri, if you're in Branson, Missouri, they're not far from Branson. It was about a 40-minute drive up here. Come check them out. Chad is the owner. You're here probably most of the time when the store is open, I'm assuming.
Correct, yeah.
And Overland Addict is the name of the store. If you need installations done, give this guy a call. It is a kind of a neat shop. I'm a gear nut, so I'm looking around going, oh, this is all kind of cool through here. But
one
again,
since I started the shop, I was a gear nut as well.
Right, and when you bought the Jeep, it was just empty every pocket, so yeah.
Exactly, that's what it stands for.
Exactly.
And it is accurate.
It is accurate. All right, guys. Catch you next time.